Work is almost over, summer's getting closer. No time to be sober, sunshine on my shoulders. I'm alive and breathing, living my best life. Love is on my mind and it's making me high. I'm staying in this moment, though it's hard sometimes.
Well, this here is the Audi A8. L means limousine, and this car has been completely refreshed for its competition because its rivals at the S-Class and the BMW 7 Series really are very strong in terms of the features, the looks and everything really. So Audi has refreshed this car, and now you can see this very stylish and very prominent grille. It's huge, it's really a huge grille, dominates the face, lots of chrome as well, lots of chrome on the lower part of the bumper. And this is a car which now will not go unnoticed. It's a car which you will always notice on the road because of this huge grille and of course the dramatic face. Also, there's nothing quite like the matrix LED lamps that this car offers. Now, the technology that they have works seamlessly, and it's a very good technology. Essentially, when your car is on high beam, then each it'll notice somebody coming from the front, and some of the sensors and radars will see exact position where that person or that car is, and then separate LEDs will dip the light. Not all of them, separate, so that person isn't blinded completely. So it's very safe technology, not only for you, but also for somebody else on the road, and that makes this car quite unique. Also, what's unique about it is the fact that you can program the lamps, you can program the front lamps for the welcome as well as goodbye message. So when you lock or unlock the car, when you press the button, these lamps light up or switch off in a very stylish manner depending on what kind of program you choose. So that's also a big party trick that the Audi A8L has to offer, but that's of course something which you can talk about at a friend's wedding or a family event. Let's jump inside now and show the interiors, because this car is all about the interiors, the exquisite interiors of the Audi. Side profile is more or less the same, of course. Let me talk about the side, and the big highlight is the 19-inch wheels, not 17 or 18, 19-inch wheels, and the back end is very similar to the earlier car. The only difference is that the LEDs have been modified slightly. Anyways, my name is Ashish Masi. If you come to the channel for the first time, please like, share and subscribe. And now let's begin our video review of the new Audi A8L. Well, so before showing the boot, let me just show you the rear end of the car, because the rear also looks very stylish. Now it's a very subtle design. It's not too much in your face, but this huge chrome bar running right across along with this beam of light also looks cool. And all this of course is LED, multiple LEDs inside. So it's not a very simple design. It looks simple on the outside, but internally very sophisticated and very modern. Now the boot opening is of course electric, so you get you don't have to use your hands, and of course you get a very wide space, lots of areas to put in your big bags and all. There's a fridge inside the car, small fridge to keep your Diet Cokes chilled, so that eats up a little bit of space in the boot, but it's not too much. I think the space in general is pretty big, so you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. There's a bit of a sill, but again it's not too much, so again in general it's a decent boot in terms of shape as well as size. And let me just lock it up once again to show you that beautiful back end of this car. Now, the exteriors of this car, let's jump in and show the interiors and tell you what makes the A8 so special.
Work is almost over, summer's getting closer.
Well, I'm sure by now all of you are aware that Woodmore are the online expert when it comes to spare parts, and the best point is that they have the spare parts for all vehicles available in India. So even if your car is out of production now, maybe you have a large generation model, even then they have the spare part available. They have the entire catalog, and the best point is that they have the same spare part from a host of different component makers, which gives you great flexibility in the pricing overall.
But I work it out every once in a while. I feel the love, I feel it growing every day. I feel the love, I feel the love. I hope it never goes away. I feel it.
So now inside the cabin of the A8L, and I have to say that the interiors seem pretty similar to the last car that we tested in 2020. If you want to check out my video review of that car, you can check it in the link below or over here, pop-out banner. But it looks more or less the same. I think some design changes on the steering wheel, but the same kind of digital gauges, same double display here. There's one over here for the entertainment, and this is completely touchscreen for the AC controls, the seat controls and stuff like that, because the seats also are cooled and heated. But yes, I think it looks very similar. The good point of course is that it's very good in terms of the quality. I think Audi makes the best quality in terms of the interiors. They can outclass all their rivals, BMW, Mercedes and Jaguars of the world. They're better than all of them. And there's a lot of touch and feel over here. Touch over here, of course, for the AC vents, so you can easily open them like this, or you can completely close them, and it depends on what mood you're in, and the AC vents will close or open up. Very nice piano-like effect over here when you do this. The AC vents pop out, looks very cool, and they pop out from behind wood finished piece over here, so it looks very nice. And you also get Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is really exemplary. I think it just gives you concert-like sound quality, and you feel very good inside the cabin. Apart from that, of course, there's a top-of-the-line version, so you get all the bells and whistles, cruise control, front automatic lamps, LED lamps, seats, everything is there. I just don't have to tell you, this is the best of the best, and this guy has to offer it. And quattro system is also available. Seat comfort is generally very good, and these doors are lined with felt, and even the pockets are made from soft material, so you don't, when you throw your phone or something in it, it doesn't jolt around. And even this part here is made from felt. Overall though, I think the design could have been slightly spruced up a little bit more, but it is quite good, and the quality is just exemplary. Let's check out the back seat of this car now. Well, so now I'm inside the back seat of the Audi A8L, and this really is the business end of this car. In fact, talking about business, if you're sitting here with your business partner or anyone you want to impress, then don't take them to the Taj suite or anywhere else. Just tell them we'll go for a drive in my Audi A8L, and once they're sitting here, they'll be so happy. Seats have massage. You can really make them lie down, relax. Cool seats. All options are available. AC vents over here. Bang & Olufsen sound system. Touchscreen to keep your loved ones entertained or your business partner entertained. And if everything goes to plan, then you can always pop out bubbly over here and give them some champagne as well, because you're not driving, so you can have it in the back seat and have that deal done. Or maybe a Diet Coke, because that's also a good option rather than having any kind of beverage. And they'll just enjoy the experience in the back. Lots of controls over here, lots of place over here to keep your odds and ends like your cell phone, and of course lots of place to stretch your feet. It's a very good car, very good in terms of poshness, luxury as well as opulence, and I think this is the best, if not the best, one of the best cars for sheer comfort. At the back, definitely strong score of 11 out of 10. Yes, it is so good, 11 out of 10. And in case you're vain like me, you also have a vanity mirror here where you can adjust your hair just before entering that board meeting. So Audi's done a fantastic job with the space, comfort, materials as well as your features on this car. Now let's take it out for a drive and see how good this car really is to drive. Well, so in today's video review, now I'm driving the Audi A8L. Now this car that we're driving comes with a petrol, and it is a very powerful petrol motor that I'm driving right now. In terms of outright power, it is a very quick car, and this is the quattro system, so the overall grip level from the tires also is very good. It's a very grippy car in terms of cornering, but of course this car isn't just about the cornering, and people who buy these cars don't buy them to push them on track, because if you do find YouTubers who say the car handling is like this, it could have been better and this and that, don't listen to them, because YouTubers never buy the car that they drive, just like me. But I'm giving a perspective of people who will buy the car, because people who buy this car will be billionaires, not millionaires but multi-billionaires, and they will always prefer to sit in the back seat. And in the back seat, this car is very comfortable, and even driving wise, it is very comfortable. It's a very relaxing car to drive. Once you shut the doors, it just feels like you're driving an electric car. It's that good. EV, it feels like an EV, because the engine is completely noiseless. It's very creamy, very smooth, silky smooth, and of course the power really, once you press this pedal over here hard, it just flies. It just takes a second to gather all that power, because it's a powerful car, and once it does gather that power, it just flies. So that's something that you'll really enjoy. You also get an automatic gearbox, which is really very quick responding, no matter upshifts or downshifts, both ways. It's really quick, and all you have to do is just use the pedal shifters here, and before you know it, the gears shift. So it is within milliseconds that the gearbox actually shifts. Apart from this, the ride comfort is truly exemplary. This car just glides on the road. We are driving it on a very smooth surface around central Delhi today, but we didn't, got some had patches in the middle, and even those patches were really taken in their stride within this car. So it just feels so good and so comfortable that you will really think that this is the best car in the world, and it really is one of the best packages out there in terms of the ride comfort. What else is there? Well, visibility is good. You can see the bonnet line, but it's a big car and you can feel its girth. So you've got to be a little careful sometimes when you're driving this car around, because it is a wide car as well. So first time buyers or first time drivers of such an expensive car will need to be just a little careful. Nothing too dramatic, but just in case, you have to be a little careful when you're driving cars of this size on the road out there. Well, so this was my brief review today of the Audi A8L. I think it's the perfect car for you if you're someone who likes to be sitting in the back seat. And for people who are chauffeur-driven customers who buy their car just to be chauffeur-driven, this is a great package, and definitely you should keep this car in your shortlist. I'll stop the car now, give you some pros and cons, and after that, we will give you the summary report. Well, so what is my final verdict with the A8L? I have to say that this car on its own talents and abilities is a fantastic product. It's great in terms of seating, especially for people who are sitting in the back. It's great in terms of features. It's also now got very nice looks. It looks very sweet and elegant on the outside. And if you're in the market for a luxury liner, then this car will offer you the same kind of experience that a 5-star hotel suite does. It really is that good. So it might not have that same flash factor that the Mercedes S-Class has, but on its own merits, on its own pure talents and abilities, it's no less than an S-Class, is just as good, if not better. Check it out at a Harry dealership near you, and I'm sure you'll be just as impressed with this car as I've been today. So bye for now, and thanks so much for watching this video.